Good morning to all. Omkar Namoje. Omkar Namoje. Tanaz Khan. I am audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, please. Uh, all of you, please mute your speakers. Omkar Namoje. Tanaz Khan. Yes, in today's class, I want to discuss remaining points of your second unit of service marketing. That is, service research is what? Then types of service research in that complaint solicitation requirement, that is research, critical incident research, trailer calls, mystery shopping, customer panel, last customer research, and satisfaction survey, servo call surveys, and exit surveys. Okay, service expectation meetings or reviews, market oriented ethnography, future expectations research, service blueprints. Okay, I already covered this. Okay, even I completed this understanding customer expectation through market research and relationship marketing also completed. Then stages of customer relationship also completed: awareness, exploration, expansion, and commitment, and resolution also. In that two, bilateral termination and unilateral termination completed. And what are the benefits of customer relationship? Why we should maintain customer relationship? Okay, I completed that also. Then mm, here I want to start that evaluation of customer scorecard. Even I also mentioned this in last class, balanced scorecard. Why we should maintain that data? Why that balanced scorecard is important to the service marketing manager for the purpose to maintain that service provider relation and customer relation. Okay, as a service marketing manager, they need to evaluate. They need to check that what is the balance scorecard, what is the feedback given by the end users. So it gives the exact data, means where you need to again concentrate on the quality of the service and why that is important. Then at the end, it will help for you to change in the quality again. This is one of the major tool to, okay, improve in your particular service sector. And measurement of relationship satisfaction means you need to measure as a service marketing manager. Okay, you need to evaluate that scorecard. So by analyzing and measuring, okay, you can maintain that what kind of relationship you have with your end users, whether they are satisfied or no. So these are the major 2 points that are coming under the evaluation of customer scorecard. Then retaining customers. Retaining customers in the sense maybe including existing customers or maybe new customers. You have to retain them without losing them by maintaining such a kind of good relationship. Okay, by offering something maybe in the time service for to them. Okay, by taking feedback from the end users. Okay, by analyzing everything, their rules and your rules and regulations. Okay, what kind of standardity of service you are implementing for your organization, that should be reflect, that should be transparent to all the customers also. So that will enhances your retaining customers to your same organization. Then what are the retaining strategies you need to implement for your organization? By analyzing, okay, you need to maintain that retention strategies, you need to maintain that happiness of the customers, you need to maintain that satisfactory level of the customers, you need to maintain that relationship with you and your end users, no doubt. But why we need to implement good retention strategies, that is also one of the major question for each and every service manager. That is reducing attrition, whatever some disputes are there, disagreements are there, whatever some qualities are there, whatever the problems are there with you, you need to reduce those all. Okay, once you reduce that all, okay, no doubt, as a customer, they will again come back to your organization to take in such a kind of services by you people. So one of that is one of the major retention strategies. Sell and then sell again. I already explained these all, but again I am taking these all points. By selling your particular product, okay, uh, you need to maintain that particular product. Once if you have sold that any product, so depend on the quality, depend on the services, okay, again they will come back to you to buy again any product. So that's depend on the quality and services of that particular product. So again you can sell that same product to the end users because that spreads already about the positivity of your organization product. Then frequent communication calendar, you need to give them call about related to their services, or if there is any problem, okay. As a customer, if they are going to give any call to you, means you need to respond in the time, and you have to give again service delivery in the time. That's coming under the frequent communication calendar. Extraordinary that is customer service, you have to give extraordinary 24 by 7 like that. If there is a good company, take an example, as a that service marketing manager, you need to give that proper that this one customer service to the end user. Extraordinary means you should concentrate more on the customers, what is the need of that customer, and that courtesy should you need to implement before going to ask them, okay, before their particular before asking by them, by the customer. Take an example, you have to give call to them to remind such a kind of service dates to the end users like that. Product or service integrity, you need to mention overall performance of the organization including your product, then price, services, quality, service delivery, everything you need to concentrate. It is the overall performance of the company, and whatever complaint systems are there related to the product or services, you need to analyze that properly, and you need to rethink, and you need to give better services to your end users. Then here, that is one more point, that is market segmentation of services. You know already that is segmentation is in marketing segmentation, that is barrel segmentation, psychographic, geographic, demographic, like that. There are some particular segmentations are there, but what kind of particular segmentations are there in services? That is, market segmentation consists of taking the total heterogeneous or a product of dividing it into a several sub market into a segments, each of which tends to be homogeneous in full significant aspects. There are two types of heterogeneous, different, homo means similar. So, what kind of particular needs are similar? So, on the basis of, we can call that as a homogeneous. When the needs are going to change with the customers and the again by analyzing such a kind of heterogeneous need by the end users to the company. So, depend on the need, depend on the particular what kind of particular their needs are there. So, we need to analyze that a particular market. We need to analyze that what kind of particular segment of those particular customers. So depend on that, okay, we need to give that better service to the end users. Then what are the requirement for effective segmentation? First one is distinctiveness. What is it exactly, distinctiveness? Okay, each segment should be internally homogeneous. Internally means all the need of the any service sector should be homogeneous. It means similar. It should have some quantities that are common across all members of the segment. If you are going to take any segment, take an example, okay, particularly that particular segment, okay, there is no any discrimination, there is no any change in the quantities, there is no any change in the quality, okay, means that particular segment members, that segment is similar. So distinctiveness, you are going to implement a good in distinctive product and services to your end user. That is one of the major requirement for effective segmentation. And once you are going to choose that distinctive segment, next should be that should be measurable. It should be possible to measure the size of the market segment, what kind of particular size, okay, total how many particular customers you have, what kind of particular product and services they are expecting, everything that should be measurable. Then substantial size of the segment, the segment must be large enough to that the marketer can invest in product or services development to meet the specialized demands profitability for the purpose to take more particular profitability for the purpose to maintain such a kind of demand, specialized demand. Okay, you need to give better same quality of particular product and services to develop. Okay, for particularly each segment, then that should be accessible. Fourth one is that is the major one of the major requirement for effective segmentation. That is, each distinct segment should be capable of being reached easily and capable of being accessible for appropriate action. For the purpose to take any action, that should be easily reached to all the end users and to capable of being accessible to each and every customers. So these are the major requirements. Then last one is that is actionable. As a service marketing manager, okay, by analyzing those all requirements, you should take some actions related to the need of the end users. So that's why that is one of the major segmentation. That is, a segment variable should help marketers develop effective marketing programs to attract and serve potential customers effectively. For the purpose to serve potential customers effectively, you have to take some actions related to the quality or quantity of your particular service. So that is one of the major requirement. Okay, that's coming into the strategies of major market segmentation. Then what are the basis for our basis of market segmentation? What I mentioned in the before 10 minutes class, that is the basis of market segmentation on the basis of maybe geographic segmentation. Second one is demographic segmentation, psychographic. See, geographic segmentation in the form of geographically how a particular market is there. Maybe geographical means maybe Belgaum district is one part. Okay, maybe another district is another part. Maybe take an example, Karnataka state is the one geographical region. Take an example. Maybe Maharashtra is another. Maybe one country to another country means how you are going to take your particular customer. What is your where is your exact target customers are there? So depend on that. Geographical segmentation is needed to the market, that service marketing. Demographic segmentation in the sense with related to the population, maybe the depend on the their particular age wise. Okay, then sex wise. Okay, how you are going to differentiate into the demographically, so depend on the need of them. Okay, again we have one more that segmentation, that is demographic segmentation. Psychographic segmentation means depend on the customer's lifestyle, depend on what kind of social class they have. Okay, then what kind of personality they are implementing. Okay, so depend on these three particular points, psychographic segmentation of the market is dependent. Then volume of the segmentation, here volume is how end users they are going to use that product. Maybe heavy users, maybe medium users, light users, and non users, like that. You need to analyze what kind of particular customers you have. Okay, so depend on the volume segmentation, you need to analyze, and then you can going to start that that's your service marketing, and you need to start your particular business in that particular area. So these are the major benefit segmentations are like benefit segmentation is the process of grouping consumers into market segment on the basis of different benefits sought from the product. There are again varieties of benefits you need to give. So along with the service marketing management, okay, what are the other benefits you are giving them? Okay, depend on all those points. Okay, what are the benefits they are getting? Means benefit segmentation is it is the one of the process. It includes some steps of the grouping consumers into market segments. Okay, you need to consumers, you need to group into some segments, like depend on what is the need of them. So if there is a similar, you need to group them into many, and on the basis of that different benefits out from the product. Then next one is that is targeting in services. No doubt in each and every sector nowadays there should be a target. Without target there is not called as any marketing. Okay, and that is not called as any marketing strategies to implement in their organization. Today if there is any competition is there, take an example. Okay, because of the target in the services, targets are given by the higher authority to all the workers. Okay, so depend on that. Okay, the company is dependent. So majorly, okay, what kind of end users are there, what kind of competitors are there, what kind of competition is there, how they are selling their product to the end users and how you are selling your product to the end users. Depend on all those points. Okay. Okay, targeting is plays a very important role in any service sector. So especially in you can observe that in automobile sector there are some targets are there. Maybe take an example in insurance sector also there are some targets are there. Okay, even to the hospitals also there are some targets are there. Okay, so depend on that. Okay, even in banking. Okay, uh, especially in this month you need to collect that such a kind of particular amount, you need to give such a kind of loans like that. There are some targets are there. So depend on these all points. Okay, targeting in plays a very important role. So what are the basis of targeting? There are majorly three kinds of particular targets. One is segment size and growth potential. What is the segment size? What is the number of total that segment size? Okay, how you are going to segmenting the particular market into, how you are going to choose maybe either psychographic, geographical, demographical, behavioral, or group benefits. Which particular benefit segmentation you are taking? So depend on that, what is the size of that segment and whether that is growing or no. Okay, you need to analyze the potential of that particular growth. Okay, of the segment. So it becomes very easy for you then to analyze and again to take work from the again all the your service providers. Meanwhile, you need to concentrate on the again customers. Okay, then structural attractiveness. Attractiveness in the sense for the purpose to by analyzing what kind of particular employees are there, but then who to whom you are giving such a kind of particular targets. Okay, to what particular flow of authority you are giving such a kind of authority to take work from the employees. Okay, that attractiveness is also very very important. So you need to motivate them, you need to call them, you need to give that all the facilities. So you need to give the target, then you can expect such a kind of particular work or any benefit from the employees to the customers. Okay, then company objectives and resources. Before going to give any targets, okay, you need to analyze that what is the objective of the company and what are the resources those are available with the this particular targeting. So depend on those all points. Okay, you need to concentrate. Okay, then you need to collect such a kind of information and you need to inform them what are the objectives are there, what are the major company objectives, and what are the available resources. Okay, if resources are not available, then how are you going to give them targeting? No, it becomes very difficult. So that's what, before going to give any target to the customers, this to the employees, you need to concentrate on your objectives, and by observing and by discussing such a kind of particular objectives with your employees, you need to give them better that in-depth data related to the services, what kind of resources are available with you. Okay, then when you need to manufacture those particular products, and when you need to sell those all particular products to the end users. So depend on these all points, these are the major basis for targeting in any services. Then what are the strategies are important to sell your particular services? Okay, major strategy is to you need to follow the rules and regulations of the uh, service organization. First one is. Second one is you need to motivate to your particular employees. Third one, you need to identify the needs of the customers. Okay, fourth one, you need to analyze the marketing demand. Okay, then fifth one, you need to concentrate on the one who is your particular competitors. So how they are giving targeting to their particular employees, and how you are giving such a kind of particular uh, this one targeting to your customer. You need to concentrate on that. Then what are the rewards they are giving to reach the target to their employee, and what are the rewards you are giving to your employees for the purpose to reach that target. So by analyzing these all points, okay, these are the major particular strategies, those are coming under the targeting strategies to the services. Okay, these are the points, very important. Maybe another 2 points are there. Okay, as per our syllabus, maybe I will take those in next class, and I will finish that this particular second unit also. Up to here, I discussed. Okay, so if there is any question, you can ask me now. Yeah, you can ask me now. Yes, all have to come in video mode. All have to please come in video mode. Yes, if you have any question related to uh, today's class, you can ask me some questions. Maybe another one class or two class. I'll finish this your service marketing second unit. Now tell me, I given assignment. That was first assignment of this service marketing. I already given two assignments to you. Yes, Pragati Chaudhary. I given only one assignment related to your service marketing, or two assignment I already given. Two assignments given, na? Meghna,
Yes, sir.
I given two assignments, na, on
Yes, sir.
service marketing. Yes or no? Akila,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Two assignments, sir.
two assignments I given.
Yes, sir. The first one was blueprints or something about
Huh?
a company, service company. So the first one was about the blueprints or about a service company.
Okay. Means totally I given two assignments, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 If you have any question, ask me. Maybe next class I want to finish this second unit. Then I'll start your third unit. Means uh, this second unit is on gap one, and your third unit is on gap two, gap three, gap four, like that, unit wise. Only the thing is why those gaps, and what are the points which are coming under the each and every gap, and for the purpose to close that gap, for the purpose to reduce that particular gap. Okay, uh, what are the strategies we need to implement? Okay, and some particular what they mentioned in the syllabus, that is what. Okay, so if you have any doubt related to uh, evolution of customer scorecard, retaining customers, okay, strategies, what are the retention strategies are there, then market segmentation of services, okay, then what are the requirements for effective segmentation, okay, then what are the basis of market segmentation, already discussed, and targeting in services, even not only in a service sector, okay, in every sector there should be a target. Without target, that's not called as any marketing. Okay, maybe even in telecommunication also. Okay, there should be target. Okay, every month. Okay, higher authority means channel manager. They are going to force to the all the sales executive to reach their particular targeting. At least they have to sell minimum weekly 100 SIM cards. They need to sell to their end users. like that. There should be some targets are there. Take an example, hospitals. Okay, minimum 100 patients they're expecting weekly, like that. Again, there are some expectations are there by the health department. Okay, insurance sector. Okay, maybe take an example of LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India. Okay, even there should be also some higher authorities people are there, authority peoples are there, officers are there. Those are also expect such a kind of policies by the agents. Okay, in every year minimum 2 lakh premium, 5 lakh premium, like that. Okay, they need to collect. Okay, so depend on the company. Okay, they need to give such a kind of targeting to their workers. Take an example, banking. Okay, uh, you know already that is fixed deposits, FDs, as in maybe manager of that company or assistant manager of the bank. Okay, their expectations are every month as a customer, by the customer they will collect FD amount, like their higher authority they will mention like every month minimum 10 lakh rupees FDs they need to expect from the customers. So and along with that, okay, they will give again loans to the uh, end users. So that's what the transaction. Okay, that the transaction month we can call that month transaction. So, what kind of again you know that Bajaj Finserv, such a kind of particular facility is given by the Bajaj. Okay, Bajaj Finserv card is and they'll map a particular Bajaj Finserv card to your Aadhaar card and your to mobile number. So they will give you the loans for the purpose to buy any electrical goods without interest. Okay, so they'll adjust such kind of particular amount and interest, but what they are going to mention, we are not going to collect your interest rate, not like that, not like that. Okay, so in each and every sector there should be some targets are there. Okay, so depend on that. Okay, as an sales executive, sales officer. Okay, they need to concentrate on that and they need to reach that particular target. Okay, then only there is a benefit to the both the people here. So service is not only the thing is for the betterment of the organization, for the betterment of the employees, again for the betterment of the company, higher authority, investors, and even to the customers and even to the public. For the purpose to think about the public, okay, you have to concentrate on the quality what you are giving. You have to concentrate on what kind of particular satisfactory level of the end users. You need to analyze the quantity and what I mentioned previous class, research, marketing research, service research plays a very important role. Okay, that's it. And maybe you all are the maybe future coming service marketing managers. Take an example, because today you are learning this subject means you should aware about what are the major gaps in the service marketing. So by analyzing these all gaps, okay, for the purpose to reduce gaps, for the purpose to implement better strategies, okay, you need to study in depth. Okay, why these particular gaps are there, and these are real particular gaps or one who wrote like that. No, these are the real particular gaps what we are going to identify now. So depend on these all, you need to identify by research what kind of your particular organization problem is there. So by collecting such a kind of information by the end users, you need to reduce that gap. Then it will helpful for you to uh, work on that and take work from the again employees. Then only it is helpful for you to analyze what are the present and future expectations are there by your customers. Then what you should do, okay, what are the strategies you need to implement, okay, how you are going to internally align these all, okay, how you should give work, to whom you should give work, okay, what kind of talent you need to retain in your organization, okay, then employee retention strategies you need to implement, then how you should maintain that customer retention strategies, okay, these all are by you need to read that and think exactly if you are like you are the service marketing manager, so then only it becomes very easy for you to remember such a kind of particular points. Even you can write in your own words also, okay, by mentioning some points. If say there is one question, what is target marketing, they will ask. Target marketing means for the purpose to sell your particular product to the end users, okay. There are some targets that is given by the higher authority in the each and every organization for the purpose of betterment towards the both the employees and as well as to the management. So without targeting there is no any such a kind of any sales and services to the end users. So targeting plays a very important role. Like that, you need to start that, and you need to give some examples. Then, depend on the question, what are the strategies you are going to implement for the purpose to the start direct marketing? Take an example. Means you have to work on that. You have to think on that. Then only need to mention. Otherwise, only these points, what's taught in the class, only that much is enough, and sir slides are enough. No, not like that. Not like that. If you have any additional points also, you can mention to your final exam. But that's what depend on your cognitivism, how you are going to grasp some all the particular um, data what I'm telling in the class, okay. You need to mention that maintain that concentration and mention in the final exam. That's it. If you have any doubt related to up to here, you can ask me. Yes. 1 minute. I want to ask one question to Dhanasri Bide. Dhanasri Bide, please come in video mode. Dhanasri Bide. Vishnu Sulke.
Yes, sir.
Vishnu, now tell me,
Yes.
according to you, target means what? Why targeting is
Target.
plays a very important role in services?
What, sir?
Why targeting in services plays a very important role? What is the need of the targeting?
Target is company have to achieve the goal.
For the purpose to achieve a goal, targeting plays very important.
Sir.
Why targeting in services?
To achieve a goal, sir.
To achieve a goal, the
Yes, sir.
target is important.
Yes, sir.
No. Yes, Meghna Jagati. Meghna,
Yes, sir.
come in video mode. Why target marketing is very important in services?
So it helps the company to um, to get the more information about the to give more services so that they can build a good relation with the customers.
Now tell me, think you are the any service marketing manager working in take an example in any software company. How you are going to give them particular service targeting?
Mm. So by like if like in case of uh, products company, then I would have asked for the feedback, or like I would have tell the retailers or the yeah, the retailers or the wholesalers to give all the proper information or the the post sales services to the customers, so that they're not just satisfied, but they will get the customer elite.
Okay. Narayan Acharya. Narayan Acharya.
Yes, sir.
Come in video mode.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I'm on video mode.
I have one particular question. It is on in service marketing. I mentioned already psychographic segmentation. What is that lifestyle? What is that lifestyle? I'm asking.
Sir, standard of living of individual.
Like, give me one example.
Like lower middle class family, sir, they can settle for Tata Nano. Higher middle class, higher class rich people, sir, they want Mercedes Benz, like that, sir.
True. Some people are willing to buy that Mercedes-Benz car. Some people are they are going to buy that any small cars. Depend on that. Okay. Depend on the income level. Depend on the lifestyle. Depend on the end user's taste. Depend on their particular experience towards the product. Okay. They will buy that particular product. So depend on the expectations of the end users. You need to analyze the, as in service marketing manager, you need to analyze the lifestyle of the customers, then sell your particular product to the end users. Okay. Then what is that social class is, Narayan?
Sir, it refers to mm social group, sir.
Like,
Like family, sir, where majority of the decision will be taken by head of the family.
okay. Okay.
Like sir, like yeah, if I would like to join MBA college, my father will take decision which college should I join, like that, sir.
Correct. But what is the social class I'm asking? Lifestyle is different and social class is different.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Narayana. Social
Yes, sir.
class is again it's depend on the income. Okay. Again it's depend
Okay,
on
sir.
the end users income. So their dignity in the society. Maybe they are politics, maybe any industrialist person, maybe they are from agriculture background, maybe any business background. So depend on what kind of dignity they have in the society. Okay. So depend on that. Okay. We need to give them better services to the social class people. To the again political people, their
Okay,
preferences
sir.
are
Yes.
different. Agriculture people, their preferences are different. Business people, their preferences are different. Like that,
Hello.
social class. Then personality in the sense, Narayan, Narayan Acharya. Hello, I'm audible. Jaswina. Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll discuss furthermore points of this unit in next class. Okay, maybe one more minute, maybe one more class. I want to finish this second unit. So please all have to take this advantage and start to practice for your exams. Don't waste your time. Okay. Now I want to close this class now. Okay. Thank you and take care.